Welcome, everybody. This is a very brief presentation on the research we did as part of the broader team with Joyce Wu and myself on the objective 3, what is the role of women's empowerment and the potential of gender sensitization in the migration process. We're going to talk about our results from Nepal and Bangladesh. So what we did with our research partners, Una Matheman, Abhigana Bhattarai from Blitz Media, and because of COVID, they did it, and we analysed the results and briefed the staff, etc., remotely. What they undertook was they looked at 10 focus groups, which reached around about 90 women, and 12 key informant interviews, and this was across 4 different areas. It was a difficult piece of research given the situation with COVID and also access to the groups and some of those things, and also understanding and finding women who had migrated fairly recently and returned. So we had a vast amount of detail, but in the end, we came up with some key findings. And the first key finding, which is to do with Nepali policy, and that hasn't changed much in the last 20 years, is that the migration of younger women in the first migration is illegal. The definition of younger women has changed over the years, but generally it's women under the age of 30. So unsafe migration through India is common. Probably the majority of migrants travel through India, certainly the first-time migrants. Later journey migrants, repeat migrations can go directly. And so the upshot of this is there's basically elements of trafficking and forced migration during the time they are in India. In one case, they told us about an Indian brothel for a month or so, which suggests that is a way of paying agents and extracting fees. They also have to pay fees to obtain to officials to obtain approval to leave India to the Middle East. So the time in India is very precarious, in which times they're quite vulnerable. The source of information is friends and community. There's mixed relationships with agents who are necessary for travel documents. There's some evidence of rent seeking through exorbitant fees by agents. The experiences abroad are mixed, due mainly to the kafala system, which the host is responsible to the employee. The source of information is limited, and the point is that the NGO programs are effective, but their reach is limited. So our recommendation is we need a broader information program nationwide, which will strengthen the migrants' bargaining power and thus be able to avoid exploitative or trafficked situations. In Bangladesh, the situation is a little bit different. Our research partner there was Razana Rashid and Noor Mohammed Sarkar from Dhaka University. There they interviewed 16 focus groups, which amounted to more than 100 women and 15 key informants. There, the findings is a financial cost in terms of fees with rent seeking from agents. There is a financial cost. And also persuading husbands and family members to allow them to migrate is another issue. There's a risk of having to return prematurely due to issues with placements and contracts. And finally, there's the issue of social acceptance on return. There is a stigma for migration. So the costs for most are around 1 year of remittances before debts are repaid, but multiple cycles of migration tend to be the norm. Information campaigns by NGOs and others tell women about the risks and strategies for successful migration, as well as information to improve their bargaining capacity. With agents and employers are successful, they are shifting the balance. So information enables them to do a better bargain with migration agents. Informal interactions through door-to-door outreach or group meetings by NGO staff seem to be more effective than formal training, which is time-consuming and easily bypassed for a fee, in inverted commas. The reach of these programs is currently small, so as with Nepal, a national approach of information on migration is required. Thank you.